Okay. So we're gonna try again. Everything seems okay this time. The only problem I have is it's not showing me my info. There we go. Okay. I think this one might finally be the one that'll work. Let's try. And then hopefully it won't crash in the middle of me going through this stage, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try take number 5, I guess. 2 crashes already at the one fight, but you know, I really hope that doesn't lock me up, or I'll be looking that up midstream. These old games are just not transferring forward as well. Oh, it's doing that thing. It crashed, by the way. So I gotta close it. If I minimize the game at all, crash. Don't know why it does it, but it does. It's weird. I have to load into the game completely or it will not make it. It's tough. It's tough on It's tough on these newer machines. It doesn't want to talk with it. It wants to lock up. Okay. Also, let me know if it picks up my clicking of the mouse. I noticed it was doing that before, but I changed a few settings along the way as well. I don't know why it was doing that. It shouldn't have been, but it felt like it. Okay, well, the unfortunate thing is that it quick saved right here. And we have to go back here to, collect the man who likes his cake.
Dreams, Alice, but cake occupies a special place. Never rejected dessert, I suspect. Nor tea if cake is on offer.
Oh boy, please, please, please don't crash. Okay. I have to wait. It turns out if you switch weapons too quick when they're falling down, it won't count the hit. Very unfortunate issue to run into, but... No, no, there you go. And he... Really unfortunate, Alice. You need to target your things quicker. Okay. Not really helpful, but there we go. Come on. There we go. You're not gonna land, are you? Okay, we're good. Huh? Okay. Please don't crash. No, skip it. Skip it. Skip. There. I had an idea and an epiphany right as it was happening. Just skip it. All it is that disappearing. If I skip it, I can't do anything weird. Oh. Hello, buddy. Oh. There you go. He's handled. Not even a boss fight, just crush him. Then the real fun begins. You'll notice our dress reverted. Wow, giant Alice can attack by stomping or pounding. Attack the Queen's Tower and expose her heart. Break down castle gates that block the way. Time to just demolish everything. They were trying to deny us the capability to break everything. I believe I was being attacked during a cutscene. Well, that's just not nice. Okay. I can just break the board. I like how it's like really struggling right now, by the way. Look at these frames. These frames, by the way, are not reflective of how my system's handling. My system's completely fine right now. It just isn't like asking for enough resources. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. My awesome fight sequence is ruined because I made too much junk. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. What if we just sit here like this? Just give it a moment. No, it's not. It's not good. Something's shooting at me. Lovely. I'm coming to get you. Oh! I don't trust this. I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, the further away we get from that stuff I blew up, the better we are, because I'm sure that's not loading well. No. Worth it for the teeth. I don't know why I did that. Let's just keep moving. We're just gonna give up those teeth. I'm not worried about it, just keep moving. Slowly getting frames back the further we get away from all this. Bye-bye. Kitty man, what are you doing?
Let us be. No need to go further.
Sorry, little guys, you're in the way. I would like to break a lot of these down, but yeah. Okay. All we did is hit the one. That's fine. Ow. It's a jerk move. We're gonna walk over here. We're taking care of the cannon first. The little guys don't matter so much. Just keep running into my foot. Lots of teeth. Only 775 is all we need, and then we have all the items upgraded.
Unwelcome visitor, return from whence you came. Cease and desist.
No. Drink me, written at the bottom of a bowl. Well, she said drink it, not splash it on yourself, but okay. Oh. Hello?
Opinions vary. Still, to recover the past, to continue your search, you need to meet with her.
Do I? Couldn't I? Well, I guess we're not here.
There's no reason to proceed.
All right. We gotta move you, Keyman. You're in the mouse space there. Don't reposition yourself to be in the mouse space. That's not helpful. Oh, we're not going to. Kitty Man, please. Okay.
His hand was slimy, Alice, like an eel from the Isis. And his name won't help. Bumby. If he ever qualifies, his bedside manner will require improvement.
Bumby, huh? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh. Time to slide. Ouch! Whoa. Oh man, brush your teeth! Yeesh! What? Okay. Okay, this is the... I didn't mean to do all three of those, but we did. Oops. I always try to jump into those for some reason. What? Okay. Pardon me, guys. There we go. Pardon. Pardon, I said. Pardon. I don't, like, what do you even do there? Here, have an axe. Go fight the giant. Like, Ah, more enemies, huh? Yeah, so lesson learned, if you're playing this on PC, do not stomp the chessboard. Overall, as an idea, it's not a good one. It rates low on the idea meter. Just try to walk in so you can get the best surround and then stomp. jerk. Oh, you'll get yours. Wonder why that, like, fires. That was only, it only fired once. Like, you think it would keep firing, but I guess not. Coming for you. Oh, there's no heart there.
You're correct, miss.
I'm correct in destroying everything. Got it. Okay. We missed the one room. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. Skip. I like how if you hit skip, it just zooms in on our eye like so fast. Like zip. Is that what you wanted? All the gross, like... Ah! Okay. How have you been, Hollow? Who cuts my hair? Why? What's wrong with my hair? Why did I go here? Oh, because you can see it from... Oh, wait, what? Wait, I see two. Okay. We can move quickly. Did I miss anything here? Don't believe so. But hair extensions. No. I, in fact, cut my own hair just because, I wasn't paying for a haircut when I could just run a buzzer through it, you know? It's the perks of being a guy, you know? Just run clippers through it, you're good.
Everything has a season, Alice. A flower blooms and fades away. Memories, too, have a useful life. We should eliminate the ones that hurt.
Okay, I think that's all the memories. We're missing 2 bottles. Wait, that means... No one said it was a memory. So 2 bottles. Interesting. What the heck noise was that? Good enough. Have been lying to yourself? I don't need to lie to myself with that. I'm not gonna pay for a haircut. There's no making this hair look good. it's thinning and there's no getting around that, I'm just running it until it's thin enough that I can just shave it, you know? I don't have to yet, so I'm not going to. Having to run a razor through it every day? Hell with that. Ah, thanks. Right now I can just buzz it. No. It's unfortunately stopped, or fortunately perhaps, because I don't want to go fully yet, because like I said, having to shave it every day is just... It had its thin stretch and then it just decided to stop. So I don't know if I'm at the limit where, like, that's where my pattern baldness goes to. Who knows? Doesn't matter, though. I'm not gonna fight with it. We're still missing 2 bottles. Wait, let me go back and do a little bit of... Resting. This almost looks like its own door, doesn't it? Well, it's because it is, actually. Great. Around to stress me as much. Well, I doubt that's the case. So we missed 2 bottles. What a dramatic walk. Nice hands.
I was expecting someone else.
You don't know your own mind.
It's nearly a complete stranger.
What you claim not to know is merely what you've denied. You've recaptured your vagrant memories. What are you doing with them? You once rejected my attempts to control our lives forcefully. But now you've allowed another to succeed in my role.
I won't miss your tentacles.
You'd prefer the hot, stinking breath and unyielding attention of a potent, unreasoning, unfeeling hellraiser? I don't think so.
Can you give me more than a warning? Caterpillar said you might help.
I'd need a better reason to respond than what's currently on offer.
If you don't, we're all doomed.
Not doomed, forgotten. I may survive here, but you're finished. You see the pattern of destruction? I know you do. The train is trying to destroy all evidence of your past, and especially the fire. Now, who would want that? Who benefits from your madness?
The destruction of Wonderland is the destruction of me.
Indeed, and vice versa.
I've set it in motion. I can derail it. This is good for me. I'm not innocent. I didn't kill my family. I am fine. I'm not mad. I'm innocent. I mean, not guilty. What's happening? What are you doing?
The train must be stopped, but there's more to do. Your view conceals a tragedy. The whole truth you claim to see eludes you because you won't look at what's around you.
There is
Well.
no method in this madness.
My professional opinion, madness is often a treatable disease, though perhaps not in this case.
Authority must be obeyed, or it must be overthrown. Cruel to be kind, that's my technique, as they say. But she's as mad as a hatter, poor dearie.
Worst is over, and over, and over. Forget it, Alice. Forget it.
Can't distinguish reality from illusion? Remember your last journey? An elephant never forgets where she left her trunk. When traveling by train, a valise, never bigger than your head. I may be wrong, Your Grace, but I doubt it. Down this path of primordial ooze and sideways.
Indeed, Doctor will demand crowded, I'm sure. I mean to say, it's very hot in here. I mean to say, fuzzy. And she's no helping. Oh no, no help at all.
Humiliation, I say. I approve your release, and back you come like a bad penny. Reputation in ruins. People talk, Alice. I'm an old dog, ready to bone. Don't you know? Loyalty. You must never run away from home. Stay, Alice. Sit.
Well, things are not going well. I don't know why it's like sagging off the shoulder. They could have put that on a little bit better. You want to turn back around? Do the weird face flicker thing? No? Maybe you just want to look away? No? Oh, I guess the face flickering thing is over. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. Quiet, please. Let's go up the stairs, maybe. Never mind. Although I question, did they just ride that with the wheels down the stairs? Because that was a set of stairs. Oh, lovely.
If it isn't what's her name from the Idiot's Ward.
Yeah, it's Alice, Uncle's prize lunatic.
The instruments are gruesome, but a hole in the head gives the troubles more space. Just the thing for your stone of madness. Good for seizures too, maybe. You must be as sick of those as I am hearing you whinge about them.
Lovely. Just laying on your bed there, miss? Bloodletting.
Some mental conditions are relieved by bloodletting. Doctor thinks it won't be effective against your symptoms, but I am at the end of my tether, and these leeches need the work.
A baker's dozen, nurse. Let me put them on her.
No, me. I can make them hurt.
Wonderful.
I know.
Which way's up and which way's down?
I was gonna say,
Your prayers
don't interrupt. If I can't...
go to the lavatory.
Maddening.
Yes, you are. But what am I?
I'll give
A
you...
present? You shouldn't. I've nothing for you.
Wonderful.
A three-licked feeler.
What? Where? Is the fox among the pigeons? Sly devil.
Moved out of the hen house then? What?
Wonderful. Keep moving.
Come now, Alice. Am I not to be as much honored and obeyed as the Queen? Is that asking too much? I want what she wanted. Give yourself over to that. Trade the tentacles for the train. It's altogether a better ride. It's that or back to Rutledge.
Never a kind word or reward for services rendered. Don't I deserve a bit of luck? Don't piss on what's right known to me, I say. Brought you out of the asylum, now you go back on your own accord.
I told your mother, dear. We're a distant and stubborn child, too content in our own world. Young women need to leave their wonderlands. The real world is not so wonderful. They'll need to grow up. Perhaps some more time in care.
You look decent enough, but appearances deceive. I know you for an unstable and violent person. I can't say I'm surprised you've been incarcerated in the asylum again. A long stay under supervision would serve you right.
Great. Hello, mister. Why do they have your mouth wired open? Go this way? Okay. What do you got going on, mister? What about him? What's so fancy? He's just admiring the paint. Oh, hello. What? What?
Asking too much. I want what she wanted.
Okay. Alice is having a great time of it. Moving on.
Help, Alice! We need your help! Don't desert us! Again, don't ignore us!
Why do you suffer? The Queen's tyranny is just a memory. She has no power over you, does she?
Our enemies come and go, but now a new evil reigns, and this fiend's malevolence has eclipsed the conquered queens.
Great. Oh! Ah, good. We're back home. As cozy as ever. What on earth is that? What, the big-headed baby? Ah! And here's our next dress. Kind of nice. Gloves seem a little bit off-putting for my taste. I don't know what's going on with the gloves, but it's the dollhouse, and, you know, I guess for the era, those kind of gloves were the thing. Fingerless gloves? That looks the proper way to go, so let's not do that yet. Okay, grab that. We'll break some cake with bugs in it. Yeah, feed that to what's-his-face. I can't think of his name right now. The other doctor. He said cake's always worth it, so we'll give him the cake. So there's something up there. Okay. Good to go. The thing I'm worried about, and I think this is the one I was talking about earlier, where there is a pig snout somewhere in this stage that is way off in the distance, like where you can't hear it. Going up. Checking for pig snouts. No pig snouts. Now, the next thing we want to do is take a tumble. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Not the physical eye. That was not the intent. Okay, it's just two eyes. That was not an intentional poop. Was I supposed to make the jump? Okay. It does look like you can get in there, but usually how that works is if it doesn't look like it has an immediate way out, you don't go there. Usually. Oh, let's take a look at the level. Let's see how much we got. Oh, only 8 snouts. Very light on the snouts. 17 memories, that's the same as the last one. 4 rooms, the usual, and 13 bottles, which is a little light considering. So, another thing I'm noticing, I don't think, oh, I see what we gotta do. We gotta move quick. As per the usual, just move faster and things work out. Oh, sorry, Bomb Bunny. Oh, nice.
Beloved toys are to children. Children often are to grown-ups. Objects of fancy and imagination. Eventually
Kitty man? Kitty man? No. No feet and paws all over my keyboard. No. He was absolutely going to use the entirety of that keyboard to prop himself up, which is not okay. He's such a silly cat. Okay, I guess we're headed this way. He's trying to take 50 million screenshots as per the usual. Let him cook? Absolutely not. I wouldn't let him cook anything. Oh, that's lovely. What's this? I don't like that it's staring at me, but... Oh no, it's staring at the other eyeball, I think. That usually means snout. Okay. 1 of 8. So 7 more of those to go. Boy, I hope I didn't miss anything earlier in the stage because I can't go back now. I go back this way. Wait a minute. Oh, that's on that part. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the height from that. There's only one option I have. Now, I'm never gonna get the height. Okay, I don't think I can make it. I'm assuming there was nothing up there. Because that would just be evil to have 2 different areas. You're sure Keyman is a great chef? I don't know that. You know, so, like, here's the problem. I don't think his paws can grip the knobs for the stove all that well. I don't think I'd trust him with that. He'd have to, like, slap them to, like, turn them, and that's a little weird. There's the Jabberwock. And a pile of doll parts. Okay. Right. How's it going, Ed?
Seek and ye shall find, they say. But they don't say what you'll find.
Hopefully not whatever that is. Need to turn off my AC. It's getting a little bit too cool in here, despite Keyman enjoying it. What? There we go. It turned off and back on. Oh. Lovely. Never be too cool? I mean, it can be. I mean, you could always fix that problem with just more clothes, but... kind of a more of an issue of... Whoa, don't target him. Remember what I just said, Alice. I just said it. Ow. No, Alice! 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 Please, I'm pressing R. Switch the weapon! She was, like, really all in on that hobby horse. She was like, I'm using it. I have the hobby horse. I'm gonna use... What's going on? Oh. Lovely.
The unstable are more than merely mad. They have other parts. The Dollmaker will deprive them of what remains of their deranged souls. They need care.
I know their pain. I would assist, but is sanity required for the job?
A limited quantity. You're not mad enough to be rejected. You're like them. Of them, in a way, but not them. I should say not us. For I'm them, but you're on your way. The way is clearly marked.
I believe I know that way, and I'd rather not travel further along it.
It's here, you dimwit. Get inside.
Okay. Yay! 100 more hours, 100%. Great. Okay. Come here. I don't want to see your butt slashing out your heart. Ow. Alright. Yeah, block this. Really? What? Great. Frog's Way. Right in the crotch. That's not great. I don't trust that frog. Yeah, I don't blame you. Just teeth. Yeah, they're not marking anything there, so I think we're safe to leave it. Oh, I see this secret. Just a bottle, though. Which bottles are, empty. I like how they're just sitting there watching. T-posing as well for some reason. Okay. You didn't make many vehicles? Isn't that like the huge appeal of it, though? Make ridiculously over-the-top builds. Ah, thing over here, huh? It's a memory of our dear aunt something. I don't remember what her name was. I can't remember their name. Auntie, why are you at the whorehouse?
It's well known that he who eats with the devil must have a very long spoon.
Is that right? I've never heard of such things. It has lots of other things to do. That's true, but, you know, I like me some Banjo and Kazooie nuts and bolts, so when I saw that kind of potential, I was all for it. Of course, I don't own it, and won't for a while, but, you know, it interested me. I should be a little more careful because, like I said, this game is very quick to lock you out of going back.
Self-reliance is a virtue. Now you.
Wow, that's so useful. Oh my god! I just realized what this scene is. Okay, moving on. He was just tired of cracking nuts, I guess. He saw some stuff, yeah, I guess. Bye-bye. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Final hobby horse. Ooh, look at that. And there you go. All upgrades. It kind of bugs out when I do that, but that's okay. I know we got them all now. Now if I open weapons, hooray, we did it. We have all the weapon upgrades. Look at it. No, they all get level 4. It's just a weird graphical bug. I guess we're not making it up there yet. They want me to go that way, so we're gonna go this way. For the memories. Oh, God! What the? What is with this level?
Every child has a purpose. It is the beholden duty of knowing adults to fit every young person to her calling.
haven't been looking for pig snouts very well, which bothers me. How are we doing for the stage? We've gotten 3 bottles, 3 memories, and 1 snout. No rooms yet, though, which is scary. Okay. Now, what you want to do is pop that and look behind it. Just in case, because you don't know. A bunch of teeth I can't use, so that's nice. A little interesting. Like, what do you do with them now? I guess that's it for the teeth. And if you think that's going to stop me from picking them up, you're crazy. Wow. Murder baby. Murder baby, look out. Ooh, I didn't check if there was anything with my, little vision. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see that over there.
The proofs are legion. Every creature has a purpose. It is my sacred duty to fit every young person to a calling, be it for ornament or use. Read your history. Read your mythology.
You have interesting ideas of what you're supposed to be doing, buddy. Woo! Oh god, a pirate baby! I like how they get really sad about it when, Oh, nice one. Well, that one died way easier than the first one. He's like, yeah, you got me. I'm not gonna fight it. Okay. What does this do? Oh, how lovely. Wait, what? Okay. I don't need that tooth, so I'm not gonna waste my time trying to grab it. I'm a little bit worried there's a lack of snouts, and I'm not okay with that. Well, I heard a snout. But we'll keep that in mind. Pull the switch. don't take me away. I need to get up there. Kitty man, that's a nice stretch, but quit it. Stop. He is dead asleep when he does that, by the way. I don't think to check that, in case there was any... Still a pig snout out there. Is that one of those things where you just have to know it exists already before you get to that point? Because I feel like it might be. Whoa, okay. That's unfortunate. Can I pull this back? Nope. Second you pull that, you're done. So that might be a pig snout that was ever so lovingly dead. Ever so lovingly hidden in a way that you had to know it was there first. It might just have been one of those, which, yeah, like I said, some of the secrets... No, I'm not doing that again. Okay. Get back here. Nice. No! You are not hiding that from me. What? Okay, well, they're gonna take my life from me, apparently. Oh my god, Kitty Man, the foot. The foot, please. The foot of doom. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that again. Wait, what? Well, that doesn't look like... Oh, you just can't walk... Oh. I see. Unfortunate. Yeah, they didn't want you to just leave that way. Fine. You're kidding. Ow. Ow! Jerk. deflect this. He's dead, so that's good. Okay. Alright, what do you got for me? Whoop! That's what she's got for me. Switch to the knife, for God's sake! Hey, you can't just cancel like that. That's cheap. Wow! Stupid babies. Stupid babies. Alright, so they want me to go that way. Right, then I'm gonna look every other way but that way. Because if it was still... You're invisible, aren't you? No, it's on the child's face. Okay, well, there we go. That's a funny one. I like that. Okay, and we'll go through here.
Dr. Wilson's not fooled Alice. Discipline must be maintained. Cleanliness is optional. Whatever you've imagined about electrical current, it's not half of it. It can be a persuasive teacher, strict mind, demanding. You're not a cat, my dear. One life is your allotment. Please be more careful with the carving knife.
Well, that's a barrier. Woo! Okay. Alright, that was 2 of the goodies right there and right in a row. Well, 3 actually, because it was a snout and 2 goodies. So we'll take that. It was only the second snout, though, which is weird. Alice, that's not where we were headed. I guess we'll be back here eventually. Let's go up here. Pull this switch that they want me to pull? Right. Oh. Where'd he go?
What is truly sought is most often found, if it is findable.
Okay. Uh-huh. Do a quick snout check. Ow. What? I realize how silly that was. You were supposed to keep moving. I was like, what a weird place to fight, but now I get it. It was more of a ha-ha, hee-hee, caught you trying to fight. I heard a snout. Go away. No baby stuff. Ah, I wonder. Interesting. Ow! What the? Go away. Go ahead. Let me see that peeper. What a jerk. I can. Oh, there it is. That was a sneaky one. Interesting. Okay, well, we solved that problem. Ah, we did not solve that problem, just walked into it. Why would you want me to go back that way? For a couple teeth I don't need. It's like you know me. That's weird. Wait. So you mean to tell me the way I got up there was not the proper way? Well, that's an interesting skip. Not that it matters, the door's locked, so even though you can do it, doesn't mean they give you anything for it. I know that looked weird, but, you know. Sometimes they lock stuff in weird places. What the? Oh, not one of these. Oh. All the doors are now open? Yippee. What does this do? Oh, it opened this door. I blew it up like a dummy. Go, Alice. You must move quickly. Quickly, Alice. Bye-bye, Bomb Bunny. Before I do any more, we're gonna go up here and look around for any secrets. Because when you collect all of them, they just teleport you back to the thing. So make sure you've grabbed all the secrets you need. Bomb Bunny knows the mission, indeed. Not helpful. I need to be on target. Ow. Ow. That's it. And all the worms quit? Jerks. At least we get to look at our hysteria mode. And it's gone. We still got to look at it. And that's what's mattering here. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go in here. This is probably the secret. Oh. It was, in fact, not the secret. We're gonna need to get some health sooner rather than later because that cracked screen effect is... eh. Cool idea. Not into it. Nothing else? Okay. I guess there was no secrets in this area, so no big deal. Okay, so... this is the center? Okay, so this is the here. This follows it. No, I messed that up. Okay, let me look at that again. Where would they put this? Well, that's where it needs to be. The nose needs to go there. I think that's the bottom. Right. So what we need is this up here, this here. Maybe not? Okay. Yeah, because that tricked me the first time. Was it doesn't look right up there, but until it like sinks it in, because you see the hair from the other one, so you think it would be there. Interesting name. Just like, well, here's what this enemy's called. Whether you wanted to know or not, here it is. That was close. Okay. Bye-bye. What happened to the other one? Oh. Behind a wall. Ow! Just shot through the wall. Didn't dodge that for some reason. Okay. Is this the way for Kitty Man? Kitty Man? Feet? No stretchy.
There's a tool for every task. Even the humble funnel has a special job. How would you get gin from a barrel into a bottle?
Okay, wonderful. What? There's so many places I gotta go to now. Like, what the... Please tell me this loops back around, because otherwise this would be bad for me. Okay, well that's the first room I found of these.
Oh, Alice, riddle me this. The one that uses it never knows that he's using it. What is it?
A coffin.
Excellent.
We get an extra life because, yeah, we're missing one from a previous level for no particular reason. Like, is this a secret or is this the proper way to go? Oh, it's just a bottle. Okay. Fine. I cannot find him? Oh no, I found the room that I'm missing, that I know of. If I missed a room in this level, I don't know that yet. But I know where the other one is. It's just, she hiccuped and so did I. The issue is, I walked through a point of no return, which is always an issue. Why would I get up this high? I didn't need this height to get there. Unless I can get to this room? Barrier. Goodbye. Oh, really? You're gonna make me run all the way back from here? What a weird thing to do. What do you want now?
Looks like a perfect fit, and I'm a perfect judge. Time to put your new noggin to use.
Yep, time for mini games. How did I not pick those up? Weird. Okay, it just keeps on a-rolling, huh? Hold X? What? What? They meant the letter C, because that's the keybind. Kitty man, no time for stretching. Nope. I'll slap them paws, key man. He never opens his eyes when he does that. He's just like... I don't know if he's just too overly comfortable while on my desk or what, but he just doesn't open his eyes. He just puts up with anything. Okay, this is gonna be weird. This is all the higher I can go, though? Okay. What's down there? I can't see it. Hooray! Comfortable on desk, maybe. Okay, we did it. We did it. I just don't know how he could be comfortable on the desk when I bought him a bed and then he refused to use it. Like, get that filthy thing off my desk. Border collie when you lay on your desk. Whoa! Oh, great. Big, huh? Interesting. Oh, the window's open. Duh.
I was required to identify your family in the Oxford Morgue. Your sister was completely recognizable. I can't say the same for your parents.
Hey, that's another snout. Oh, we're 5 out of 8 already. Wow. What do you think he's eating? It's the real question. And that's it. He's done eating, I guess. Yep. Done eating. Tongue went away. All right. I just thought you guys should know. This is what I usually have to look at. Okay. Goodbye. Come on over. Okay. Sure, sure.
Be
Hello?
careful, Alice.
Thanks.
Watch your step, Alice.
He almost looked upset when he had to respawn like really quickly. Watch your step, Alice. Well, that's not horrifying or anything. Sheesh. Alright. Oh. Didn't even take note of that. First time through, I was looking for secrets. Oh. I somehow collected that tooth. I don't know how, but I did. Okay. Right. So what do we need to do? Let's go. We already went that way. Hold on. I'm just making sure, because if I recall, there was always, there was like one weird thing that happened where the way to get through that was super strange. Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, I think there's a point when you get stuck for some reason. The baby was taking a little bit to like do what he was supposed to do, so I just kept messing with him. Just did. Interesting. There we go. Yep, there's where it does it. Okay. Now let's see. So what exactly is this? Now him just chilling on the desk. You look comfortable, so can't blame someone for that. He was not being undersold on his placement. He knew what he had and he wanted it. Creepy. Right. There's 2 ways to go here, I'm noticing. Interesting. The hell? Oh, okay. No! That's what I get for looking at that. I shouldn't have looked. Oh! I jumped just a smidge too late on that. I mean, I could do it in reverse order. It'd be way easier, but we're already committed to the hard way now. And they both lead to the same place. So, yeah. If you ever do this level, just do it the opposite way. I'm sure you could just hop right up there and you'd be fine. And not look like an idiot. Well, he's definitely falling to his death. That one, not so much. This time he will. Okay. Missed him. Let's look around. Wait, what? You survived again? Oh, just die already. Hi, welcome back. So many fuzzes. Oh. Huh. How would one get up there in time? It's a good question. Kitty man! Pause to yourself. Is there any trick to this, or do I just make the jump?
All those undergraduates waiting for a word from Papa. Might I hold the tea cozy, sir? Might I pour, sir? Bunch of toadies.
Okay. Keyman pause emote. Well, here's the question. Would it be his muddy paws or just his stretching out hands? Because I said hands, that's weird. Regular and muddy. At that point, then I could have the bloody paws for his murderous intent towards cicadas. Oh. I guess I'm not going back now. That's right, Keyman. Your murderous intent towards cicadas. I'm sorry, did I just fall through that? What? I did. I did fall through it. Okay. That all there is here? Just teeth? Surely there's more than just teeth, right? Maybe not! You can hear it. It like clicks really fast when you start sliding off. Not too interested in the teeth then. Uh-huh. Little dangerous. I don't know why Alice does this. Like sometimes when I have moves. That's weird. So weird. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Teeth? That's it? I don't know how I feel about that. Is time not marching forward at an alarming rate while you're showing me all this? Is there a spot that, like... I don't see anything on them. Right? Okay. So is it this? Ah. Okay. Just want to go this way. Wait. I'm glad I thought about it. I was like, yeah, this is fine. We can stop here. Oh. Interesting indeed, except for the fact that I do have to go that way, so never mind. Interesting. Here it comes. Oh, that was close. Clear the way. Switch the weapon, Alice. Interesting. What? How did that miss the worm? It was a ground slam. There was so much worm in that ground, I'm just confused, I guess. What do we do? What? How are we this far into the bottles already? That makes it sound like Alice is a heavy drinker. How far into the bottles are we? Did I just say the? I think I might have. Keyman, wake up. Am I crazy? Keyman, this is an important question. You can't sleep through this. Does that fall down? Or am I about to get bamboozled? Oh. I was somehow looking the wrong way. Don't know how I did that to myself, but... Oh, no. Ow, nice butt stomp. No! I hit definitely to the right. I don't know why it went forward and towards the enemy when that was the one directional it shouldn't have done. Back! Oh, nope. Back was also a wrong choice, so we picked one of two potentially bad choices. You want to look at me? Oh, that's such an annoying attack. Oh, wait! How was down from this angle not what we wanted, Alice? I don't understand. Oh, you're kidding. Down again went towards it. What the? I just no. Okay, weird. Alice. I think you want to hit the enemy. Keep doing that. Come on, die already! That why, like, sometimes those dolls just have way more health, and I don't know what it is. Maybe they regen if you're not hitting them a lot. I don't know, it's very strange. Or maybe just none of my knives were counting. I know a lot of them were just whiffing for no particular reason, which was concerning. I did not like that. Okay, they want me to go many directions, and I'm a little bit conflicted on which ways that... Okay, good. Aha! Double secret.
Damaged people feed on the emotions of others, Alice. Their strengths and weaknesses.
Another room. Good.
There's no time to waste. There's no time at all.
Oh yeah, which one is it? Kill or be killed? Yep. Oh, well, this will be easy. Excuse me, what? Yeah, just switch it off. That is an upgraded hobby horse. Not getting the kill. I'm a little bit sad. Ow. Really? That was not it. Okay, that's fine. Alright. That went poorly, but we got out of it.
Come, Alice, don't dawdle. You've already missed the train.
We know. We know we missed the train. Okay, so there's 2 more in this level. Kitty man? No. He like reached up and found my drink and he's like, what if I just shove this a little bit? Like this could just be a little bit closer to the edge of the desk. Naturally, I don't agree with that. This goes on the floor. Yeah, well, he does that a little too often.
Threats, promises, and good intentions don't amount to action.
What, really? I would have never guessed. Oh. I don't know why you could do that, but you can. All right, so what do we got going on here? Interesting placement of that. What? Uh-huh.
The undiscovered guilty and the wronged innocent share similar fates. Prisons and chains have many followers.
Okay. Oh, you're going to bed? Well, have a good night, Ed. We're hanging out and watching. What? Why did it zoom in on that? That was weird. I don't even know what that just did. Just moved this down? Is that good? That sounds bad. Alright, well, my only choice is to go this way. No, it actually did what it needed to do. You could almost blink over that. I can't move at the moment. Oh. Okay, so we need to go here. Oh, nice. Solve that problem. Okay. Sure. Oh my god. I can't believe I got away with that. Huh. Yeah. I wasn't gonna risk that. I think we're done in this section, so good to go. Good to go. What are we dealing with here? 2 rooms, 2 bottles, 6 memories, 3 stouts. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Nope, don't land on that yet. Okay, we're good. We can get out of here. Right. Right. Oh, another slide. Right. Getting lots of teeth. Whether I need them or not. I mean, technically... we would be getting the final upgrade right about now. We only have so many of these other upgrades because of it, for some reason, remembering... There's remembering off a previous file that I deleted that had, you know, enough to get one upgrade. Which was bizarre. But I did rename it the same, so I think that's on me for that one. I'm hoping this isn't like a... Okay, just kind of a backup in case you do fall. Right. It's like down here. Sorry, what is that? Not sure what that is. Maybe a chicken brain? Some kind of bird. What? I didn't get my jumps refunded. What? That was super weird. And super unkind! Okay. Right. Oh, well, good thing I went this way first then, because, yeah, that would have been unfortunate to get up here and then see there's no way through. Okay. That's super creepy. I heard that. Aha! So I think our answer here is to go here. Oh, yep. It is. Interesting. I do like when it's that, especially now because I have all the teeth I'll ever need. Well, I mean, maybe there's some aftermarket teeth collection for Alice. I don't know. But I don't think I need them anymore, so... How are we doing for tea or collections? 1 bottle, 2 rooms, 6. Not at all. No, not the mice. I'll free you 3 blind mice. There's just a whole brain, but you're not cool. You're not the mice. That was closer than it appeared. I don't know why I... 2 scissors making a beat was, more funky than it should have been to me. Interesting. Almost got me on that one. Alice?
Saving Wonderland means saving yourself.
Thanks, we already knew that, but thanks for telling me what we were already in agreement on from the get-go? It's like, remember the thing we were doing since the start? Yeah. Oh, the scissors. That's what's going on. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I didn't check if there was any, things here. Nope, they're just saying keep moving. Okay. No. No worms. Keep those to yourself. Uh-oh. I don't know why that just disconnected, but it did. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I think it's back. I think it's still good. I think everything's recording. Can everybody see me? Can everybody see me? My preview saying we're good. You know, I think that's got some finality of walking through there. Okay. Let's just go through this hallway. I have a feeling there's going to be... Okay. Weird. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't get to spawn there. Okay. Ow. That thing was not moving and it still missed. You doing okay? I don't know what this camera angle is. Ow. Ow! That was a lot of extra swings in that. Ow. Really? That's it. I'm taking the arms. Fine. Keep the arms. See what I care. Oh. What? Why can you go out here? Oh! Sneaky.
The gulf separating effective treatment from quackery is narrower than professional opinion would admit. Likewise, the distance between knowledge and ignorance.
Okay, well, I'm glad I saw that. How are we doing, actually? Yeah, not too far off, except for memories. Okay. Luckily, this is here to, like, kind of block it if it did fall. Oh, I guess we're leaving this weird... Oh, and she's doing it automatically. So if you would pull that switch... Yeah. You would miss that secret. Okay, well, it's saving. I think this will be a great place to stop. Right as we get back into this area. So we have 2 rooms. 1 bottle. I mean, we did just go over that, but only 5 memories. Not too bad. The snouts concern me. I feel like I missed the snout early, but the doll has a very detailed butt for some reason. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have a good reason for why they would do that, other than, like, they would teach kids that if a baby's bad, you would spank their bottom, which is very ancient teachings. But other than that, I don't know. No idea. Just is, I guess. That would be about my gist of why they would do it. Who knows? I mean, I guess having actual butt cheeks makes more sense because, you know, everyone's got a butt. It'd be weird to have like a mound of just nothing, I guess. I don't know. Would it, like, kids would be like, what's wrong with me? I don't just have a mound on the back of my ass. Either way, I'm getting out of here for the night before I get sidetracked. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and watching. Good night, good afternoon, good morning. Whichever the case is for you, I'm out of here. Stay majestic. I can't actually get away from the game right now, so goodbye.